Jai Shri Krishna. Namaste. So today we will start with our Bhagavad Gita recitation. So possibly instead of the Geetam with which we start, the Patata Samskritam or any other thing, going forward, at least for this month and the next, we can start with Bhagavad Gita recitation. So that will help us get Vak Shuddhi. So before...
You're not audible, Guru.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
So before I go on to the Bhagavad Gita recitation, let us offer a sloka on Bhagavan Krishna and then go on to the actual recitation. Ekam Shastram
Ekam Shastram
Devaki Putra Geetam
Devaki Putram Geetam
Devaki Putra Geetam
Devaki Putra Geetam
Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam
Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam
Eko Devo
Eko Devo
Devaki Putra Eva
Devaki Putra Heva
Eko Mantra
Eko Mantra
Tasya Namani Yani
Tasya Namani Yani
Karmapyekam
Karmabhyekam
Tasya Devasya Seva
Tasya Devasya Seva.
This is such a wonderful sloka on Bhagavan Sri Krishna. In fact, if you have the Gita Press book, before we start the Gita slokas, there will be a series of slokas called as the Gita Mahatmya. This is the last of that series of slokas, where you can see Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam. So what this basically means is, there are so many shastras which we have to study. But if there is just one shastra which you want to familiarize yourself with, Ekam Shastram, that one shastra can be Devaki Putra Geetam. The Geetam given by Devaki Putra, which is Krishna. So which is Krishna's Gita, the Bhagavad Gita. So the first line says, if there is one shastra which you should learn, it is the shastra given by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Eko Devo. Now there are so many gods and so many different ways to worship so many gods. How do I go about and do what I'm supposed to do? How do I know everything? So Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita, while he was teaching Arjuna, what did he do? He showed his Vishwarupa, where he is everything. Everything is inside him, right? So it is that one Bhagavan who we can worship. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. That one God. Everything is inside him. He's shown that in Vishwarupa. So Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. That is Devaki Putra Bhagavan. Eko Mantra. Now, there are so many mantras and my lifetime is not sufficient to learn this. So what do I do? The sloka says, every name of Krishna is a mantra by itself. Tasya namani yani namani, whatever is his name, each of that is a mantra. So Eko mantra, one mantra, if you know, is enough. And what is that? His names. Eko mantras tasya namani ani. Okay, now I know that I have to learn Bhagavad Gita. I know that my, the God who I worship is Krishna. I know that his name itself is mantra. So what am I supposed to do in this life? So why am I born? What am I supposed to do in this life? The very last line says, karmap ekam. Any activity that you do has to be tasya devasya seva. Do that as a seva to this Bhagwan. So anything that we do is a seva that we offer to Krishna. So that is this beautiful sloka. I will recite that once more. So going forward, let's recite that before we go, recite this sloka before we go on to the Bhagavad Gita recitation. Ekam shastram
ekam shastram
Devaki putra geetam
devaki putra geetam
Eko devo
eko devo
Devaki putra eva
devaki putra eva
Eko mantra
eko mantra
tasya namani yani
tasya namani yani
karmapyekam
karma ekam
tasya devasya seva
tasya devasya seva
ekam shastram devaki putra geetam eko devo devaki putra eva eko mantrastasya namani yani karmapyekam tasya devasya seva. Jai Shri Krishna.
Guru, what is karma or karma?
Karma api ekam. Karma api
Karma
ekam.
api ekam. Right. Thank you. Karma
Having
api
told the
ekam.
3 lines, they are saying, and there is only this karma for us. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Pratamodhyayaha Arjuna Vishada Yogaha. One of you can repeat after me.
Arjuna Vishad Yoga
Dhritarashtra Uvacha
Dhritarashtra Uvacha
Dharma Kshetre
Dharma Kshetre
Kurukshetre
Kurukshetre
Samaveta
Samaveta-yuyutsavaha
Mamakav Pandavaschaiva.
Mamaka Pandavaschaiva.
Atra Mamaka Visargaha asti. Ataha Mamakav, if sound should come.
Okay.
Mamakav Pandavaschaiva.
Mamaka Pandavaschaiva.
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 Kimakurvata Sanjaya.
Kimakurvata Sanjaya.
Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre.
Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre
Samaveta Yuyutsavaha.
Samaveta yuyutsavaha
Mamakav Pandavaschaiva.
Mamakav Pandavaschaiva
Kimakurvata Sanjaya.
Kimakurvata Sanjayaha
Sanjaya.
Sanjaya
Sanjayaha will make it Pratama Vibhakti. Sanjaya is Ahvanam. What can I do? Ho Sanjaya? It's Sambodhana. Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha
Drishtva tu
Drishtva tu
Pandavanikam
Pandavanikam
Vyudam Duryodhanastadha
Vyudam Duryodhanastada
आचार्यमुपसंगम्य
आचार्यमुपसंगम्य
राजा वचनमब्रवीत्
राजा वचनमब्रवीत्
पश्यैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम्
पश्यैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम्
आचार्यमहतीं च मूम्
आचार्यं हतिं च मुम्
व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण
व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण
तव शिष्येण धीमता
तव शिष्येण धीमता
अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा
अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा
भीमार्जुनसमायुधि
भीमार्जुन समायुधि
युयुधानो विराटश्च
युयुधानो विराटश्च
द्रुपदश्च महारथः
द्रुपदश्च महारथः
दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः मन्दं वदामि एतत् किञ्चित् धृष्टकेतु
दृष्टते तु
चेकितानः
चेकितानव
मिलित्वा चेत् दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः
दृष्टते किश्चिदानव
दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः
दृष्टते किश्चेति दानव
पुनः वदामि दृष्टकेतु
दृष्टकेतो
चेकितानः
चेकितानव
दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः
दृष्टते किश्चिदानव
काशीराजश्च
काशीराजस्य
वीर्यवान्
वीर्यवान्
पुरुजित्
कुरुजित्
कुन्तिभोजश्च
कुन्तिभोजस्य
शैब्यश्च
दैत्यश्च
नरपुङ्गवः
नरपुङ्गवः
उत्तमम् युधामन्युश्च
युधामन्युश्च
विक्रान्त
विक्रान्त
उत्तमौजाश्च
उत्तमौजाश्च
वीर्यवान्
वीर्यवान्
सौभद्रो
सौभद्रो
द्रौपदेयाश्च
द्रौपदेयाश्च
सर्व एव महारथाः
सर्व एव महारथाः
एतद् अवगमनार्थं महारथाः इति अहम् उक्तवती किन्तु यदा एतद् वदामः श्लोकरूपेण यदा वदामः महारथाः तत्र अधिकशब्दं न दातव्यम् इदानीम् अवगमनार्थं महारथ सत्यम् इदानीम् अहं वदामि
महारथा
सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः तत्र ह मध्ये अधिक एतद् नास्ति तादृशं वक्तव्यं
सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः
महारथाः इदानीं अत्र महारथः अस्ति, अत्र महारथाः अस्ति, अतः अत्र पश्यतु युयुधानो विराधश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः, तत्र इतोपि न्यूनं भवति, अत्र महारथाः तादृशम् अधिक एतत् तत्र न दातव्यम्, एतत् मध्ये आगच्छति चेत् सम्पूर्णं वक्तव्यं, तद् अग्रे यदा आगच्छति वदामि अहम्। अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये,
Wants to say? Anybody else wants to say? Otherwise, I'll go ahead. Asmakam tu vishishtaye.
तानि बोध द्विजोत्तमा,
Tani bodha dvijottama.
नायका मम एकनिमिषं, नायका मम सैन्यस्य,
Nayaka mama sainasya.
सैन्यस्य
Sainyasya.
सेनाः सन्ति खलु, अतः
Yeah.
मम सेनस्य सैन्यस्य नायकः इति वदति। संज्ञार्थं तान् ब्रवीमि ते,
Sangyartham tan bravimite.
सम्यक्। भवान् भीष्मश्च कर्णश्च
भवान् भीष्मश्च कर्णश्च
कृपश्च समितिञ्जयः
कृपश्च समितिञ्जयः
अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च
अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च
सौमदत्तिस्तथैव च
सौमदत्तिस्तदैव च
उत्तमम्। अन्ये च बहवः शूरा
अन्ये च बहवः शूरा
मदर्थे त्यक्तजीविताः
मदर्थे
त्यक्तजीविताः
त्यक्तजीवितः
जीविताः
जीविताः
बहुवचनं। नानाशस्त्रप्रहरणाः
नानाशस्त्रप्रहरणाः
सर्वे युद्धविशारदाः
सर्वे युद्धविशारदाः
अपर्याप्तं तदस्माकं
अपर्याप्तं तदस्माकं
बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम्
बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितम्
बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितम्
बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितम्
पर्याप्तं त्विदमेतेषाम्
पर्याप्तं त्विदमेतेषाम्
बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम्
बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम्
अयनेषु च सर्वेषु
अयनेषु च सर्वस्यु
अयनेषु च सर्वेषु
अयनेषु च सर्वेषु
यथा
यथा
भागमवस्थिताः
मवस्थिताः
भीष्ममेवाभिरक्षन्तु
भीष्ममेवाभिरक्षन्तु
भवन्तः सर्व एव हि
भवन्तः सर्व एव हि
तस्य सञ्जनयन् हर्षम्
तस्य tasya sanjanayana irshah
Harsham. Ah,
harsham
tasya sanjanayan.
tasya sanjayanam
Sanja, sanjanayan.
sanjanayan
Mm.
tasya sanjanayan
Harsham.
harsham
Kuru vriddha
kuru vruddha
pitamaha
pitamaha
simhanadam
simhanadam
vinadhauchaihi
vinadhaushay
shangam dadmau
changham dadmau
pratapavan.
pratapavan.
So this is the sloka in which Bhishmacharya, brings out that Simhanada with his Shanka. So he's now, raising his Shankanata to show that they are ready for the Yuddha. So Simhanadam vinadya uchaihi Simhanadam karoti, Shankam dadmau, with his Shankam. Pratapavan, he is very talented. Who is that? It is the Pitamaha, Kuruvriddha Pitamaha. So that the eldest of the family, Kuruvriddha Pitamaha, he is making the Shankanata, this is. So Sanjaya is the one who's explaining all this. Tasya Sanjayan and Harsham. Okay. So before this, all this discussion was going on, right? So listening to all those Duryodhana's words, he's like, okay, I'm going to do this kind of thing. Tasya Sankascha Be. Okay, I'll say it slowly. Tasya Sankascha
Tasya sankascha
Kala Bhagini. Tata Shankascha. Tata Shankascha
tata sankascha
Bedyascha
medyascha
Panavanaka Gomukhaha
panavanaka gomukhaha
Sahasaivabhya
sahasaivabhya
Hanyanta
hanyanta
Sashabdastu Mulo Bhavat
sashabdastu mulo
Bhavat
bhavat
Tata Shvetair Hayair Yukte
tata shvetairhya. Can you repeat that for me, Guru?
Shvetair
Shvetair
Hayair Yukte
ayai yukte
Tata Shvetair Hayair Yukte
tata shvetair yair yukte
Mahati Syandane Sthitau
mahatisyantane stitau
Madhava Pandavaschaiva
madhava pandavaschaiva
Divyau Shankau
divyau shankau
Pradadmatuhu.
matuhu.
This sloka, I will just touch on this sloka before we go ahead. A very, very interesting sloka. So, Shvetaihi Hayaihi Yukte Mahati Sandane Stitau. So here it speaks about Krishna and Arjuna for the very first time in Bhagavad Gita. So, Haya is horse, we know that. So, Shveta Haya is like the white horses. So, Krishna and Arjuna, Sanjaya here gives like a beautiful visual. So, the Mahati Sandane Stitau, there's a huge army which is standing there, and the white horse is there. The white horses are there. Krishna and Arjuna are there. Now, after Bhishma Pitama blew his Shanka, he is explaining that Madhavaha Pandavaha cha eva Divyau Shangau Pradadmatahu. Now, Madhava means Bhagwan Krishna. And look at the beauty with which Sanjaya addresses Krishna for the very first time in Bhagavad Gita. Before this, Krishna's name is not mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. This is the first sloka, which is the 14th sloka in the very first chapter, where Bhagavan's name is mentioned. And Sanjaya chose to use the name as Madhava. Madhava is the first name of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Now, Ma means Mata Mahalakshmi. The first time Krishna's name is used is along with Mata. That's such a beautiful thing. Na? So it's like a offering of tribute to Mata Mahalakshmi, who is the one who should give them all the fortunes after the war, right? So it is like a worship to Mata Mahalakshmi along with Bhagavan as Madhava, the Divya Dampati. Remember when when Bhagavan got the name as Madhava, we learned it recently. Our Kurma Avatara Chintana, you remember?
Yes, yes. Yes.
During the
Yes.
Samudra Mathana, when Mata came from the ocean, got married to Bhagavan, Bhagavan got the name Madhava.
Madhav.
Mayayaha Davaha, right? We read about it when we learned the Kurma Avatara. So the one who's the Lord of Mata Mahalakshmi is Madhava. So here, very, very intelligently, using the single word Madhava, look at how many things Sanjaya communicates. It is a war which is going to happen. And he is telling this to Dhritarashtra. And he is saying the goddess of fortune, Mata Mahalakshmi, is with Bhagavan. So that one word communicates this. He is now, using this Divya Shankanata, the divine sound of the conch, on behalf of the Pandavas. So who is going to win? So everything is communicated just by this one sentence where he says Madhavaha Pandavaschaiva. Pandava here means Arjuna. Divyau Shankau Pradadbatahu. They are now, blowing their conches. So that's the beautiful sloka here. After this, it explains about who is blowing what Shanka. Every Shanka had a name. So they are saying who is blowing which Shanka. Panchajanyam Hrishikesho
Panchajanyam Rishikesho
Devadattam Dhananjayah
Devadattam Dhananjayah
Poundram Dadmau Mahashankam
Poundram Dadmau Mahashankham
Bhimakarma Vrikodaraha.
Bhimakarma Vrikodaraha.
So here you get the names of the Shanka of everybody. Rishikesa is the second name which is used in Bhagavad Gita for Bhagavan Krishna. Rishikesha means Rishikanam Isha. Isha is the Lord. So the Lord of all the sense organs is Rishikesha. I think I touched on something similar when we met in person about, Achyuta, right? The Lord who is above everybody kind of thing. So that is again a name which will come as we progress. So Panchajanyam is the Shanka of Bhagavan. So we always see Bhagavan having the Shanka Chakra, right? So his Shanka is called as a Panchajanya. Rishikesa is blowing the Panchajanya. Devadattam Dhananjayaha. So Arjuna's is the Devadattam. Poundram Dadmau Mahashankam Bhimakarma Vrikodaraha. So the names of everything is mentioned in this sloka. So we will, we are in the 15th, right? Okay, let's do till the 20th and stop.
अहं वदामि
Astu. Ananta Vijayam Raja
अनन्तविजयं राजा
Kunti Putro Yudhishthiraha
कुन्तीपुत्रो युधिष्ठिरः
Nakula Sahadevascha
नकुलः सहदेवश्च
Sughosha Mani Pushpakau.
सुघोषमणिपुष्पकौ.
So here again, they are continuing with the same thing. So Yudhishthiraha, who is Kunti Putra, he is using the Shankha called Ananta Vijayam. Nakula and Sagadeva are using Sugosha and Manipushpaka. Kashyascha Parameshwasaha.
काशश्च
परमेश्वासः
Shikhandi cha Maharathaha.
शिखण्डी च महारथः
Drishtadyumno Viratascha.
धुम्नो विराटश्च
Satyakischa
सात्यकिश्चापराजितः
Drupado Draupadeyascha.
द्रुपदो द्रौपदेयाश्च
Sarvashah Prithvipate.
सर्वशः पृथिवीपते
Saubhadrascha Mahabahuhu.
सौभद्रश्व नो सौभद्रश्च महाबाहुः
Shankan Dadmuhu.
शङ्खादद्मुः
Prithak Prithak.
पृथक् 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 पृथक्
Here, whenever you are continuing with the same word after Visarga, remember to use half the sound of the previous word. Only when you're breaking, you have to use the Visarga fully. For example, Drupado Draupadeyascha Sarvashah Prithvipate. That should be the pronunciation. But Saubhadrascha Mahabahuhu, because you're breaking there. Shankan Dadmuf Prithak Prithak. Unless you're breaking at Shankan Dadmuhu Prithak Prithak, you will say Shankan Dadmuf Prithak Prithak. So if it is a continuation, your word should continue with the flow with the half of pronunciation of the alphabet which comes after the Visarga.
but we
Okay.
can break we have the liberty to break Mahabahuhu Shankanda Dadmuhu. Can we break?
You
Or
can break. You can break. You can break provided 8 alphabets are over.
Oh, so there is
It is an Anushtup
rhythm to
Chandas.
the
So
pronunciation.
yeah, it is Anushtup Chandas. So after every 8, you can break. Yeah.
So Sarvash in Drupado Draupadeyascha Sarvashah doesn't come. Sarvasha Prithivipate. So there is no Vishaha.
Exactly.
Okay.
So either at 8 or if you want to flow, you can go till 16. But you don't break in between the 8. Right? Yeah. Sagoshodhatarashtanam.
Who's saying? Sagoshodha. Guru, can you repeat, Guru?
Sagoshodhatarashtanam.
Sagoshodhatarashtranam.
Hridayani vyadarayat.
Hridayani vyadarayat.
Nabhascha prithivim chaiva.
Nabhascha prithivim chaiva.
Tumulom yanunadayan.
Tumulom yanunadayan.
Ata vyavastithan drishtva.
Atha vyavasthitan drishtva.
Dhartarashtran kapidvajaha.
Dhartarashtran kapidvajaha.
Pravritte shastra sampate.
Pravritte shastra sampate.
Dhanurudyamya Pandavaha.
Dhanurudyam. Dhanurud. No, Guru, can you repeat this?
Dhanurudyamya Pandavaha.
Dhanurudyam ya Pandavaha.
Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
Sarvam Shri.
उत्तमम् वस्तुतः अद्य अहम् एतद् न चिन्तितवती सम्भाषणम् इत्येव चिन्तितवती अतः एतद् कृष्णस्य सङ्कल्पः इत्येव चिन्तयामि किमर्थम् इत्युक्ते एकं तु इदानीं गीता जयन्ती कार्यक्रमः आगमिष्यति अतः उत्तमसमयः अनुभगिनी पृष्टवती अतः अस्माभिः अपि अस्तु इति आरम्भं कृतवन्तः वस्तुतः गतसप्ताहे अहं बृन्दावनं मथुरा इत्यादि स्थानं गत्वा दिव्यदर्शनम् अपि प्राप्तवती अतः महान् प्रमोदः आसीत् मम अपि प्रथमवारं बृन्दावनं गतवती अतः उत्तमवातावरणम् आसीत् so it's like, you know, I went to Mathura, Krishna Janmabhoomi, and it was like such a beautiful thing, you know. In fact, Kala Bhagini's voice was coming in my ears at that point of time. Is she there? I don't know. I don't think she's there. It was like, she's there. Okay, we recited the birth sloka of Krishna in our Jnananidhi. You remember tam adbudam bhalakam ambujeksham chaturbhujam. So it was in that karagraham, you just enter that, and that sloka was like reverberating in my thing, and Kalabhagini's voice was coming actually. So I was like, tam adbudam bhalakam, oh my God, here is the place he was born, you know. So I was in cloud 9 there. It was such a beautiful experience. Bahu uttamam asit tatra. तत् समाप्य बृन्दावनम् अपि गन्तुं प्रप्रथमवारं मम जीवने अवकाशः लब्धः तत्र वासु महोदयेन सह गतवती you know Vasuji who sings for me so we both went together to Brindavan and you know if I'm in cloud 9 he will be in like cloud 99 that kind of a thing so we went to that Goda Rangamannar Mandir to start with and we recited that Goda song in our earlier Jnananidhi, right? So we had an opportunity to sing that song together in the, you know, Sanctum Sanctorium of Goda. So that was like absolute bliss. So when he sings in the recorded version itself, it's like a different thing. In that Sanctum Sanctorium, just the two of us and the Pandits were there, and we could sing it to Goda. It was like such a beautiful experience. So brilliant it was. And we went to ISKCON and Yamuna, and we came back because it was just a day trip. And then on Thursday, I went there again with my brother. So that was like hey. And there we went to you know many stal like I could go to Nidhivan where the rasa was happening. In fact, now in my Tamil series the Gopika Geetam is what is going on. So I could basically visualize every place. We could go to all the 5 ghats and we could go to the Gopinath Mandir. We could go to many of the places where the Kalinga Nardana where Krishna performed. In fact, that tree is still there. You know, the tree from which Bhagwan jumped into the Yamuna river, they are still maintaining that tree for the last 5,000 odd years. So we could have a darshan of that and brilliant. So it was like, you know, he made me wait for all these years and twice in 4 days was like Janma Sapalyam.
Bhagini, did you happen to go to Sanket? There is a village where he is supposed to have met Radha. So that Sanket, it is just a few kilometers away from Brindavan. Sanket is that is Sanket Karna. Even in Hindi we have that. It's called. There is a beautiful Radha Ji ka temple. It's beautiful.
Yeah, they were.
Govardhan Parvat.
Now.
Yeah, they were telling me that no, Govardhan Parvat, some parikrama was happening, so it was closed for the parikrama, the Purnima time and things like that. So I could not go there. And also we went on a day trip. So I was seeing like
Yeah.
all the places like, Seva Kunj. It's like that series I could complete this time. So a few more are left behind. So hopefully he calls me. as
I
early
was
as
there
possible.
just after
Radharaman
Janmashtami
temple.
way back in 80s. Just after a day after
the
Janmashtami, I was
Bakya
there.
Bihari
Amazing.
temple in Vrindavan, did you go?
No, Bhakya Vihari, I could not, because had I gone there, I could not have done anything. So Bhakya Vihari
Ah.
and Govardhan are my pending main two things. So
Guru,
almost
did you
everything
go
else.
to Radharaman temple?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes, I did. So
That's next to Nidhi
brilliant.
Banuni.
And I also did a lot of Krishna shopping. I have a lot of Krishna deities in my place. So in Singapore and all, it's very difficult to get ornaments for them. So I managed to make some things. But in Vrindavan, it was like, such beautiful mukuts and so many beautiful ornaments were there. So I've also got some ornaments for the Krishna that you all gave me. So Neena Bhagini's Krishna also, I brought some things. So I'll decorate him nicely and send you all the pictures. He's so beautiful. And so many different varieties I could get. I was like a 2-year-old, literally, running here, running there, picking up ornaments, picking up everything. So it was like
A child in a candy store. Pravina Bhagini,
literally.
child in a candy store.
Literally,
Krishna store.
and when I was in Yamuna, I was like, it was only my brother and me in the ship, in the boat. So it was like I was splashing water on myself, on him, and all that. And it was a little boy who was actually, rowing the boat for us. He would have thought that I'm much more younger kid than he was. I was behaving like. Oh my God, it was such a lovely experience, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Bahu samyak asit. So yeah. So the reason I wanted to tell this is like soon after that we are starting the Bhagavad Gita recitation. So I think it's definitely a divine ordinance, and we'll get started. We've done 20 slokas today. Once we get a little comfortable with it, we'll go to the next 20. We don't have to rush. So let's get the Vakshuti in place before we proceed further. And here and there, I will tell you some slokas so that we at least get a feel of what's happening. Because if I get into a detailed explanation, it's going to take a much longer time. So we will touch on some of the important slokas as we go ahead, right? Okay. So Kayena Vacha Uktva Adya Samapayamaha. When do you want the next session?
Sorry, Guru, I need a date for Gyananidhi for this month.
You have to tell me. You have to tell me.
Is everyone okay with the one of the last days of the month, last Saturday? Anyone has a date on it? Because I think it's been long postponed, this Kurmavataram. I think we should do it. It's been like pending for last 3 months, I think. More than that actually.
Nina, we have that book club meeting also. I'm forgetting the date.
On 26th.
spoke.
On 26th.
26th. Huh? What is the day, Sujata?
Try to give us some optional dates on the group, and then I think we'll go ahead and do it. It's going to be a live session, and you don't have to do much of recording and things like that. So we just have to get together. We'll make it as simple as possible, but we'll finish it. What are your last days of the month, Guru? What are 25, 26, 27? Any of those dates can we choose other than a Sunday?
Yeah, we can. If it's a live thing, weekdays are also good. Yeah, we can. If we just plan it ahead, we can plan other things around it.
Lovely. 26th is it a morning fair, Ranu?
26th is a Saturday. Can we do it on 25th then?
Okay.
Friday.
25th Friday.
When is the book club thing? If it is in the morning, we can do this in the evening. Like that, we can.
Morning. Usually it is in the morning, Kalla. It's around 11 o'clock we have. 11 to 12, 12:30 and it gets over.
So
We can do it on
Friday the 25th?
Friday 25th we can do it, Tina, in the morning. Yeah.
Is everyone okay? Kalama, is everyone okay? Asha?
I think it should be.
Most likely traveling, Nina, but if I'm here, I'm definitely in.
For me, Friday would be a bit difficult in the morning. Afternoon, I'll be free.
How are you all placed prior to that? Say between now and 21st, 22nd. Is that too early?
What about that Monday?
Yeah,
20
Monday is fine for me.
28th is a Monday, Nina.
Monday is
28?
fine.
Can we freeze 28?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
11-ish, 11 o'clock on Monday. Is that okay with everyone? 11,
Yes, yes, yes.
11, 1 o'clock would be the session. I mean, we'll end with lunch. Yeah?
Okay, okay.
Okay.
We should do a short tour with Pravina Bhagini somewhere before she leaves for Singapore. Nina,
Short what?
somewhere. What is this in the Punyasthalam we need to go? Pilgrimage. Somewhere.
Let's do.
Kanchipuram maybe. Nina Bhagini.
Yeah. Okay, first we'll finish off the
Jnana Nidhi.
we
We should
plan.
Pravina
Yeah.
Bhagini before she flies off to Singapore.
Done.
Maybe
Keeping track,
Kanchipuram.
keeping track of that, Asha. Keeping track.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm leaving,
Yeah.
Guru. I'm leaving. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, Lakshmi, Bhagini.
Okay.
So yeah. So 28th we are freezing for this. Wonderful. Astu tarhi. When are we having our next class, like of this recitation? Today
Oh.
is Tuesday.
Same Tuesday.
Sambhashana, coming Monday or Tuesday?
Monday we are having thing, na? Monday, oh, not this Monday, next
No,
Monday.
no,
We have
no,
to
no,
do
no.
it twice a week.
No, Anu Bhagini was asking. Yeah, she was asking for twice a
No,
week.
if it
no? So
is
I'm just-
possible for everybody, like I am okay this thing because
Let's start with one day, Anu, and then we'll take
yeah,
it
no
forward.
problems. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Guru.
Then we will
But
meet
it was an
on.
absolute brilliant idea to start this off, Anu. Thank you so much.
Ina, you got that big Bhagavad Gita. Now you'll get the interest to read it and listen
Today
to it.
I'm going to do it because I've been so busy, but today is the date I fixed for it.
Yeah, it's very beautiful to recite. Even if we don't understand everything, it's beautiful to recite, I think.
So 21st Monday will be our next session then. Okay.
Monday or
Hi.
Tuesday? Monday.
No, usually it is Monday only,
Monday
our
only.
classes. Because I
Okay, okay.
came back midnight on Sunday. I
Okay.
was not sure of yesterday.
Yeah,
That's why.
it's fine, Guru. It's fine.
Kayena vacha manasendriyaiva buddhyatmana va prakrde svabhavat karomi yat yat sakalam parasmai narayanayeti samarpayami. Achyutaya namaha, anantaya namaha, govindaya namaha, achyutaya namaha, anantaya namaha, govindaya namaha. Sarvam Shri Krishna Pranamastu. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.